Looks like we're live. Let's see. Get my gear together. Tonight is Halloween night. Happy Halloween, everybody. So tonight we're doing a spooky little drink. I think it was called the embalming fluid, but we couldn't find all the uh, actual ingredients for it, so we did it a little bit different. We did Fresca, sweet and sour mix, and lemon juice or lime juice, um,
And raspberry vodka.
and raspberry vodka. They were asking for all this other stuff in there, and I could not find the other stuff. So we need a name for tonight's wild spooky cocktail. Cheers. So it's Halloween night. We wanted to do something Halloween-ish. I'm having to look closer. You'll have to kind of help me here. Ken said boo.
Robert said nice lights.
Robert said nice lights. You actually can't see everything we got going on here.
I know you should do one of those shot behind.
Yeah, I kind of need to do kind of a behind the scenes shot thing so you could actually see everything, because I got these fancy little lights going on in front of me. But you know me, I kind of want to make sure everything is as good as possible, and we were scrambling again at the last minute to try to get this live stream going. So tonight we are gonna chill out here and do it a little bit different. Tonight we are right out in front of Pop's old cabin, and one of the things that Pop used to love to do, we had some ghost rides, or what are they called?
Haunted hayride.
Haunted hay rides out here for the grandkids and stuff like that. And we would put out at different locations, like parts of a skeleton. And the kids would have to go along. And one year we had a werewolf chasing them around out there in the woods, and they had to fight the werewolf and all that stuff to get their skeleton parts. And once they got all their skeleton parts together, they would bring them here to Pop's cabin and present them all to him, and they'd have to put them all together. And then they'd get their goodie bags, their Halloween candy. And it was really a lot of fun, and Pop enjoyed it. And so I figured tonight would be a good night to kind of just come here. We'll set up right in front of Pop's cabin and do our little live stream tonight. So you guys let me know if it sounds okay. If it doesn't sound okay, not a whole lot I can do about it. So, but we kind of decided that we were gonna do some pumpkin carving. I got this giant, enormous pumpkin, and you know what I do need?
What?
That's what I needed. I need a pen or a marker or something so I can kind of draw this on there. You'll be out of screen if you go through the door. So.
I can do it without setting my hair on fire.
Yeah. So on either side that you can't see, we have tiki torches. And well, you're almost out of screen. But you can't see the tiki torches either, but we got the lighting anyway. But I figured tonight I would enjoy doing a little pumpkin carving. Sarah's gonna carve off to the side over there, but I don't want to carve a jack-o'-lantern. I practiced the other day, and I did sort of a wood spirit kind of guy carving. So I figured on this pumpkin here, I might try to do that. So as soon as I get something to draw on, I'll kind of get that started. Let's see. Thank you. That'll work perfect. All right. What's everybody doing tonight? So I see we got 7 people and only 1 like. You guys hit the like button. I know live streams aren't the best, but hit the like button anyway. Help us out. What do we got? Anybody say anything?
Ken said it sounds okay.
Sounds okay. Good deal. All right, so I think I'm gonna carve this guy. I want to set him in and make him look a little three-dimensional. So we'll play around with this and just see how it comes out. But I want to try to do this and not be super boring too. One thing I do want to say, I may have to borrow your tablet so I can see the words.
Robert said that he's got to run food up to work. Randy Beeson is on, and he said he's not sure if he likes it yet.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's fair. I got you. But speaking of Randy Beeson, I want to say a huge thank you in the live stream here to Randy. If you guys haven't seen it, I made a post the other day about wanting to get a new camera for the channel. And I set it up where you could kind of do the PayPal thing. And Randy donated to the camera fund, and a very generous donation, and we really, really appreciate it. And I just wanted to shout him out in the live stream here because, you know, he didn't have to do that, and is very generous, and we definitely appreciate all the help. We really do. So, Randy, like I said, I appreciate it, buddy. It really does help the channel out. We're gonna carve some of this stuff off of here. And if you guys would like to jump in there and help out also, oh yeah, there we go. That'll help me out a lot there.
You can read it?
Yeah, I can see it there. Perfect. If you guys would like to help out also, I'll put a link in the description for our PayPal. And we're looking to upgrade cameras, but I want to upgrade to a kind of the same vein. It's another DJI Osmo Action, but it's the Osmo Action 4. Right now I shoot on the Osmo Action 1. And the Osmo Action 4 has a lot better low light capabilities. It just has a lot more, like the rock steady is better, the image stabilization. It also has the image correction. It'll just all around be a better camera, but it kind of stays in the same vein. So like my camera batteries that I have now, all that stuff will stay, oops, all that stuff will still be able to use that. So it'll be really cool. So if you're interested in helping out with that, we'd appreciate it. If not, just hit the like button and share the videos with your friends and stuff. But all that stuff helps out. But we really appreciate all the help. Let's see. Wade Deal said, trick or treat. I got my moonshine drink in hand. Awesome. Cheers, Wade. So we need a name for this drink because, like I said, we did it a little different, so it's not exactly an embalming fluid now. So, like I said, I wanted to carve like a little wood spirit looking guy. Sarah's out of the picture over there, but she's carving a little kitty cat. So after this is all said and done, we'll post the pictures of these on Instagram because I doubt seriously I'm going to make you guys watch the whole process of me carving this pumpkin. But we'll post the final pictures on Instagram. I should have peeled this first now that I think about it. I should have done that earlier. But I didn't. See. Ken said, see above. Did I miss something?
I don't know if it went through. 'Cause I don't see anything.
Oh, it sometimes it doesn't like links. These things don't like links. Maybe Sarah can figure it out how to do the post the link because she's the admin. She might be able to do it. Oh, I don't know how to go about seeing if maybe um if maybe I can do it on here because this is under yours, right? And you're an admin. I don't know.
Oh, goblin juice. That's not bad.
Goblin juice. Yeah, it looks like goblin juice too. It's that super green color. That's a good name for it.
Miss Deborah's on.
Hey, Miss Deborah. Welcome to the dead stream. Which now that I say that, as exciting as this live stream is, it might be a dead stream. Goodness gracious. I should have definitely did this earlier. I may abandon pumpkin carving. I'm using my farrier tools to peel this thing. So Sarah and I have a fun trip coming up. That's if you guys have been watching, you'll know that we made that new hammock hitch mount thing that these are bouncing off of your your iPad over there. We made that hammock hitch mount, and we're going to be headed off Friday morning early. We're headed to Georgia Bushcraft. So if any of you guys are going to be up at the Georgia Bushcraft thing, come find us. We'll be wandering around, and we'd love to say hey to you and talk to you. And goodness gracious. But then after the Georgia Bushcraft thing, we are headed on a little camping vacation, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. Miss Deborah said cute lights. Ken said we came for the candy. I don't have any candy, but I could take my shirt off if that would help. I don't know if anybody would like that. Actually, I did bring candy for Sarah today. I brought candy home.
Yep. That's mine.
But that's Sarah's candy. She won't part with her candy. Let's see. Miss Deborah said, take your time, be careful. I know. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. It's peeling all right now. I said that and then it stopped. It's hard to make something like this interesting. I don't know how those guys that carve like the little wood spirits and like Doug Linker, he can make a video of him sitting there carving, and it's mesmerizing for me. I can sit there and watch him carve and carve and carve. But I don't know. It's just it's a skill. It's definitely a skill. So
Robert said that he'll give you a 5 if you shave your belly.
So, well, let me tell you, not my belly so much, but Sarah has been trying to shave my back and my shoulders for the longest time. She wants to shave my back and shoulders because I've got the weirdest little tufts of hair on my shoulders and my back. It's like I don't have a hairy back, but I've got little patches of hair like a gnome or something. I also have hairy little feet like a hobbit. But
Budget,
those pictures are gonna cost you a little more.
budget Bushcrafter says you need a bigger pumpkin.
I need a chainsaw.
That's what Kim just said.
Is that what Ken said?
Yeah.
I concur. Let's see. You know what I should have done? I should have just got on the other side of this pumpkin. Actually, I could still do that with that marker and just draw a face on it and be done.
Just do it like your standard.
Yep, just draw a jack-o'-lantern on there real quick and be done with it.
Yep. I do remember this being more fun when I was a kid.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're almost to a point now where I can get started carving the pumpkin. That's the sad part. It's amazing how it's actually easier to use these tools on the bottom of a horse's foot. Guess that's what it was designed to do. Alright. I think we're pretty much at a point where I can kind of get started. So I'm not super good at carving in general, but I'm not super good at carving pumpkins. But our buddy Tampa Jammy posted today a picture of a carving that he did of a pumpkin, and it is unbelievable. I mean, absolutely unbelievable. So I strive to be as good as Tampa Jammy. He's awesome though. That's a tall order. Let's see. I've got stuff all over your thing here. Yeah, Ken said get a chainsaw after that. Budget Bushcrafter said wax it. No, I'm not waxing my back or my belly. So, alright. So now, let's see what we can do here. I know that I need to start with a spot coming across here for the top of my nose. So I need to dig across here. Oopsie. Okay.
So you're not hollowing it out?
No, I'm not going to hollow it out. I'm going to actually carve the face into it and not actually carve it out. So that's the top of my nose right here. And I think the bottom of my nose is going to be somewhere right along here. Now, I did learn something. I've watched videos on this. And, of course, because that's how I research everything. Oh, I thought you broke something.
Oh, I broke my glue.
Oh, but I did learn that, like, pumpkin carvers, which there are professional pumpkin carvers, which cracks me up. But they look for pumpkins that have, like, this spot on the back of it here where it's been laying on the ground. If you can see where it was laying on the ground on this side, chances are this side is thicker. So the side that was on the ground and this side on the opposite side of that is actually thicker rind. So they look for that when they're carving. Wade said, when do we get to eat the pumpkin? It might be sooner than you think. Eeyore's in the house. Said a Tuesday bonus episode. Well, not really a bonus episode. This is going to take place of your Thursday episode this week. So there won't be a Thursday video this week. You guys will have to fend for yourself.
Or just rewatch this.
Or just rewatch this. Or you guys could go back and rewatch some of the older videos. That would be fun. Alright, so we got a basic, I don't even know if you can even see that, but we got a little square cut out where the nose is going to be. And so now we're going to start kind of taking the rest of it down. Now the goal is to leave this nose where it's at and take the rest of the face and push it in, if that makes any sense. So we're not going to mess with this right now. This is going to be like if you look at your profile, the nose is the furthest part out on your face. So we're going to leave that, take everything else in. That's the plan anyway. So I don't want to keep playing with this for now. I'm going to use this because I don't want that thing right there is digging kind of deep fast. All right, so I'm going to take, actually I do need that because I do need to take some of this off faster.
Wade said that you need to do an episode making pumpkin moonshine.
You know, once upon a time, a fella such as myself may have made some moonshine, or may have not made moonshine, depending on who's watching this video. But I had a good time tinkering with stuff like that. But I don't ever drink the moonshine after I make it, or allegedly make it.
Carl and Christy are on.
Oh, hey, Carl and Christy. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. But I don't ever drink moonshine. So, I mean, I think everybody that's made some moonshine back in the day or not made moonshine, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that you weren't supposed to do it. And that was kind of the novelty of it. So, the guy that I know that did it, that was the thing for him. The novelty of it. But it's a good skill to have, to know, because the same process that you use to distill alcohol, you use to distill water. And in a situation where you might need distilled water, that's a good skill to have.
They want you to turn it around from time to time so that they can see what your progress is.
Okay. You may not want to see the progress. So right now I'm just kind of trying to get the bottom of the face pushed back in a little bit. Just like I said, so I can make that nose prominent. So now, one thing about it though, when you're carving stuff like this, like if you have a big mustache, like my mustache is prominent too. So my mustache is not much farther back than my nose. So we're going to leave a mustache on this guy. And since we're going to do that, we don't need to cut it back all that far. But I'm not getting the smoothest looking cuts with this knife. But it's just for the fun of it, so no biggie.
You want some pumpkin guts?
Do I want what?
Pumpkin guts.
I don't need pumpkin guts, no. Actually, I'm avoiding pumpkin guts over here. Let's see. Ken said moonshine for self-use is legal. That's actually not true. You can make
wine.
You can make wine, which for those who may not know, wine distilled down is brandy. But you just dump the guts out.
Yeah, it went.
Wine distilled down is brandy. And so, but like if you make corn mash, all you're really making is a corn wine. But then when you distill it down, it makes a high proof alcohol. You can make wine, but as soon as you distill it, it becomes illegal. You can't actually legally make moonshine for self-use. That's a myth. Let's see. Wade said turn it around from time to time. Alright, so I made you get this magic marker.
And you didn't use it?
And I don't think it's going to help me at all. Well, I can still kind of
I brought the
use
pen
it a
too.
little
I
bit.
mean, even if you have to use the pen to just carve into the pumpkin a little bit. Let Miss Deborah know that I usually roast the seeds, but I'm not going to this time.
Yeah, Sarah said she usually roasts the seeds, Miss Deborah, but she's not going to do it this year.
We got too much to do to
We
get
got
ready.
we got a lot of stuff going on, so we're kind of wide open right now. We're making sure we got everything ready here at the house for us to go on vacation, and the lady that is coming to stay, she comes and stays at the house with it, or for us while we're gone. Um, we try to make sure everything's as easy as possible for her. So we end up doing a whole bunch of um, just stuff to kind of get ready, prep work, just so because we appreciate her doing that, and we just want to make sure that when she gets here, she doesn't have a crap ton of stuff to try to do. Just kind of hang out, enjoy herself, relaxing here, and
be with the dogs.
Be with the dogs, more or less. So we unfortunately are out of the chicken business. We had a critter come by and get one of our chickens the other night.
Ranch.
And what's that?
It was Ranch.
Her name was Ranch. Come by and got one of our chickens, and it left us with only one, and we didn't want to have one little sad hen here. So we one of our neighbors was kind enough to take her in for us, and so added her to her flock, and so that made us feel a little bit better about it, because we didn't want her just sitting out here by herself. And I don't know if it was a raccoon or a possum or what, but whatever it was that got the chicken, it took the whole chicken away. So it leads me to believe that it might have been a bobcat that got her, because we have had bobcats before. Been a little while, but we have had them before, and it definitely could have been a bobcat that got her. But we didn't want to leave her here by herself. So Miss Rachel helped us out and took her. Hike with Mike. Hike with Mike's in the house. Bodier said, "Yep, to have 4,000 license in or $4,000 license in Florida to make moonshine, craft distillery license." Well, that's more. I didn't realize you could do that. I thought it would take more than that, but I do know that everybody used to always say that, oh yeah, you can make it for your own consumption, but that's actually not true, unfortunately.
Did it used to be?
No, well, it's possible that it used to be that way, and I'm not aware of it, but because I did look it up, because I'd heard that so many times, and theoretically, if I had wanted to make some, kind of like to know the rules, but I did, like I said, I found out that technically you're not allowed to do that.
All right.
Let's see. All right.
Randy Beeson said, put a radio out near your chicken yard and put it on talk radio. Problem solved. Don't have any more chickens in the yard.
Yeah, we ain't got no more chickens right now.
And Hike with Mike said that he was camping near a cattle ranch, and that ranchers always have burrows to protect the calves from the coyotes. I heard the donkeys chasing off a few coyotes the other night.
Yeah, We have coyotes out here bad, but I don't think a coyote would have got up here in the chicken pen. But I mean, I could be wrong, but I just don't. I don't think that a coyote could have got up in the pen with them. All right, so you can see kind of where the eye line is across here. I've taken the forehead back some, left the nose sticking out still, and I'm kind of working these cheekbones back. So we're still moving forward. Maybe not the best, but we're moving forward anyway.
Whoever that Taco 5 is on.
Taco 05 in the house. Hey, glad to see you. Yeah, Miss Deborah said all little chicken. We've had a rough time here with the chickens over the past couple of years. And I think that's me and Sarah's talked about, and I think right now we're kind of chickened out right now. I don't know. It's kind of tough for me because Pop used to always say you can't have a farm without chickens, you know. And so we've always had chickens, and so it's kind of odd to be sitting here and not having chickens cluck right over here. But it is what it is. You just kind of gotta go with it for now, and then we'll see what happens later. We may end up getting chickens again one day, but if we do, it's gonna be, we're gonna build a whole new chicken coop and a whole new setup for them, because I think that's part of the problem, is the chicken coop is just too far away from us at the house here, and it's just not built in such a way that the chickens can be safe in it right now. So, all right, take this little corner out here. I'm trying my best not to dig through. So every now and then, that's why I keep pushing on it like that, because as you're carving it and you push on it like that, you can tell how deep you're getting, whether you're getting too soft or too close. So how are you doing over there?
Kind of making a mess.
You guys will know if tomorrow you don't see pumpkins on our Instagram, you'll know that this didn't work out well. And right now, it's kind of looking like I might not have a pumpkin for Instagram. Let's see, what are we saying here? Got bugs. I love that you guys talk amongst yourselves in the live stream too, where you chat back and forth. I love that. I love that we kind of have a little community. Go on, bug. A little community of friends, and that's pretty awesome. You stealing my tools?
I'm not using it.
I was just fixing to use it.
Well, tough.
I wasn't fixing to use it. Oh, we're getting somewhere now. All right. So now, if you could see, I know you can see. So I got my nose sticking out here, and we can start kind of rounding that up a little bit, and we'll keep pushing this back in there. We're kind of getting there a little bit. Whew. That little one I did the other day was really easy.
It was like
but it was like
it
was a tiny little thing too, so still good on the depth so far. Let's Deborah said, great.
Are you gonna do a trivia?
Yeah, I wanted to. Did you, you don't have it?
No, baby. The link you mean?
Well,
That you sent? Or something else?
Something else. All I did was I just Googled that.
No, I didn't do anything.
We were gonna do horror movie trivia,
You can just ask people what their favorite horror movie is.
but we didn't actually prepare for it. But yeah, what is your, if you had to pick a scary movie, do you like scary movies for one thing? And if you don't, what's wrong with you? Now, if you like scary movies, what's your favorite scary movie? Or I guess, do you like scary movies too? If I had to pick my favorite scary movie, man, that's a tough one. We watch a lot of scary movies, and it's like I can never remember the names of them. I'll tell Sarah, like, oh, we should watch this movie. It looks really good. Sarah's like, we just watched that the other night. So I can't remember the names of them. We did watch a good one a few weeks ago, and it was like a B movie. But it was a really good scary movie, and it was like less than an hour long. It was like 57 minutes or something. What was the name of that movie? Oh, I can't remember the name of that movie.
You found it.
Man, I'll have to try to think of it, and I'll have to try to think of it and post it. But it was a really good scary movie. It was a B movie, but it was really good. Give me some help here. So, what's your favorite scary movie?
I like The Descent.
Descent.
Yeah.
Sarah and I watched the new vampire movie the other day. We rented it. It was called The Last Voyage of the Demeter, and it was pretty good, but not great. Like Sarah actually, I watched the end of it, but even I can't tell you exactly how it ended because I kind of fell asleep a little bit. But other than that, it was really good. Let's see.
Somebody said Poltergeist. That's a good one.
Yeah, Poltergeist is a good one. The Halloween playlist. Bram Stoker's Dracula. I like the older Dracula stuff. It's funny, you know, Sarah and I have a chat that, you know, we talk to each other on. And I made my chat name Shaun of the Dead. And the funny thing is, I don't even really like that movie. But it just worked because I'm Shaun. But yeah, I don't really like that movie too much. But I like the old Dracula stuff. Me and my mom used to watch some of the old Dracula stuff. Mom was funny. She would take me and do a lot of stuff. You know, we go to motocross races and all that stuff, and go to the movies, or we would go rent movies and sit and watch like scary movies and stuff. And that was an owl. Um, but yeah, Mama she was crazy.
Oh, Sixth Sense. That's a good one.
Sixth Sense is a good one. Um, Bruce Willis. Man, what would be my favorite scary movie? I kind of like the Blair Witch Project movies, even though I know they're terrible movies. Um, I kind of like those just for the cinematic, like all the old the shaky stuff that they did. You know, they kind of pioneered a new way to make movies, and so I kind of like those movies. Um, I don't know why one is not immediately jumping out at me for my favorite. I don't know. Let's see. He said, Budget Bushcraft just said Night of the Demons, 1998. Um, I haven't seen that one, I don't think.
1988.
Miss Deborah says, has anyone seen Trilogy of Terror?
No.
I haven't seen that either. Oh, The Thing. Oh, Zach's in the house. My buddy Zach. He said the scariest movie ever is John Carpenter's The Thing. That's a good scary movie too. Um, okay, so I'll tell me and Zach's story. Um, back in the day, when uh, I don't remember if I was married to my ex-wife or if we were just dating. I can't remember, but we were over there at uh, her mom's house, and we were watching. I want to say it was one of the Scream movies, and Zach got that Scream mask, and we kind of got it all together. And their aunt was there with her new husband or boyfriend, and Zach got that Scream mask, and he didn't tell anybody. Well, there was a few of us knew about it, but he went in the back of the house, and it was right in the. It was getting tense in the movie. He went back to one of the back bedrooms, like he was going to go to the bathroom, and he climbed out the window, and he put that mask on. And this poor fella that his name was Harold. He was sitting with his back to the sliding glass door, and it had those big Venetian blinds hanging down. And Zach snuck that sliding glass door open, and he, right when the music was getting getting tense, Zach busted through those Venetian blinds with that mask on, and Harold about crapped his pants, and he literally jumped up, like high jumped across the couch past all the girls, and got on the other side of the couch. It scared the crap out of him. It was the funniest thing. I mean, it was absolutely hilarious. But that was back in the good old days when me and Zach used to do crazy stuff like that. Well, I say the good old days. It's a wonder that it's a wonder that we're not both in jail for some of the stuff that we did back in those good old days. But no, it was funny though. That dude was getting out of Dodge, and he didn't have a care in the world for who he left behind. All right, now kind of try to dig out this eye a little bit. I'm getting a little soft, so I don't know how much farther in there I'm going to be able to go. But you can see I'm kind of getting the cheekbones lifted here. The nose is kind of how I want it. Now I'm going to tuck these eyes back in there a little bit. Come right across.
You were asked who's going to HangCon in January, and that we need a rewild camping section.
I'm definitely going in January. I've already signed up.
When in January?
It's, I want to say it's the second or third weekend in January. I can't remember. Right off the top of my head. But yeah, that would be cool. Have us a rewild outdoor section. Let's see. All right. Let's see, did I miss anything?
Martin Luther King weekend, okay.
Oh, okay. Zach said off the bed. 5 a.m. comes early. Happy Halloween, buddy. Appreciate you jumping in the chat for a few minutes and watching. Let's see, how long have we been on here? 40 something minutes. All right. I don't know. Uh-oh. I'm kind of digging through just a little bit, I think. Well, this is not going the best. All right. I'm going to take this around. I'm going to go ahead and start defining this mustache. And it's kind of funny. Once you start getting the mustache defined, then everything else will kind of start to take shape, it seems like. You kind of build the rest of the face around that. So let's hope that that's how it works. I can kind of take this down a little bit, stand out the face. That's part of what happens too, is a lot of times when people are carving faces and stuff, they'll leave that face super wide out there. So if you'll, while you're doing it, if you'll start kind of thinning the face down here, it kind of makes it look a little more realistic, kind of. All right. Bring this one. Now.
It's a happy accident.
Happy little accident. I kind of toyed with the idea of doing a Halloween costume tonight, but then I decided against it. But I don't know. Next year we'll try to do another one like we did last year and do something kind of spooky or something like that maybe. But this year we just had so much going on. There just wasn't really time to do that. So
what are some Halloween traditions people have?
what do you guys have any Halloween traditions? What do y'all do? I know some of y'all have kids, so y'all probably just sitting around eating candy. But I got pictures from my daughters earlier, them out doing their Halloween stuff. My granddaughter dressed up all pretty.
What was she?
She was, I think she was a princess, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, papas don't really know all that stuff. She was pretty, I know that. Let's see what down the nose. All right, we're gonna part this mustache a little bit. Now, when you're doing carvings like this, you don't actually have to bring the mustache all the way down to a point. You're kind of just giving the illusion of a mustache. Like mine with my beard, my mustache just kind of blends into the beard, and that's kind of what you're going for on these carvings like this. On wood carving anyway. Which is that's just kind of what I'm mimicking, is how I do my wood carving here. So
Miss Deborah said she hangs out with famous YouTubers that carve master jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
She's got good taste.
Well, you should let us all hang out with that guy, because I need some pointers. Oh man. No, that's not bad. We're getting there.
They always look better after you come back and look at them later.
Yeah, I know. I kind of had
a vision.
No, I kind of got a little cocky because the one that I did, the little one that I did,
yeah,
was so, I mean, it was so easy. It was just like I went out there real quick and carved it up, and everything went good and easy, and I got a little cocky, I think. I don't know why. Like this big one is so much harder to make look good. I don't know. Oh well. I'll quit complaining. There's enough YouTubers that do complaining. I don't need to be one of them. You know what would probably help me?
What?
Another sip of my goblin. What was it? Goblin juice. Turned out really good. So now, if you can see, we're starting to get a mustache kind of pulled in there. It almost looks like a monkey face or something right now. But see what we can do. I'll kind of round up this mustache a little bit, take some of that hard edge off of it. See, Deborah said it does kind of look like a lion. It does kind of look like a lion, look.
It does?
Because of this right here?
Yeah.
It does. This is a lion. It's a lion. That's why it didn't look right as a man. Because this pumpkin wants to be a lion. That is too funny. I didn't even see that until he said that. Ken said he was thinking baboon from Lion King. That, yeah, it does kind of have that look to it. That is too funny. Yeah, Ty's right. It has a bit of a lion vibe going on. Can I say vibe? I don't even know if I can say. I'm probably too old to say vibe. So I know that Ken is going to Georgia Bushcraft. Uh, Bodier, are you going to Georgia Bushcraft? I I don't remember. I think he is.
He is. He's been preparing on Instagram.
Uh, you've been you've been stalking Bodier on Instagram, watch
Post
seeing
every
his
5
posts.
seconds. I have seen his posts.
Let's see. Steve Taylor said, "Hey, buddy, woke up for a bathroom."
Nice.
well, well, I'm glad I could be here when you had to pee. Thanks for checking in. We are having lots of fun here. I just don't. I'm at a point now where I don't know how to fix the eyes because the eyes are getting soft. You know, I'm afraid to take the eyes too much deeper because I don't want to dig a hole all the way out of them. Follow Rafiki. You know the way. Right, Miss Deborah? Ain't that what Miss Deborah said? Rafiki is a mandrill?
Mm-hmm. Cowardly lion.
Yeah, he could be the cowardly lion. So we're kind of getting there. You can kind of see how the mustache is sticking out, but this is still a little too proud. So we're gonna try to take those back in a little bit. As we do that, we can kind of thin the space out along the side some too. This one is a little bit stringy. As I cut it, it's getting kind of stringy. Let's see. Eeyore said better than anything I ever can or ever carved. It's not the best, but we're getting somewhere anyway. I don't know if it's where we want to be, but we're by God getting somewhere. So I'll show you this real quick. When you're carving one of these, or not one of these, when you're carving a wood spirit, there's a V cut that you can make on either side of the nose. If you cut in at the bottom and up the side of the nostril and right by the cheekbone, cut in, and you pop that out, it gives the nose a lot more definition. You take that little V cut out of the side there, and it makes the nose stand out. Pretty neat little trick. So I think I'm gonna try to thin out the side of this. with these, or with this tool. That helped a little bit.
Sleep.
All right, Steve. I appreciate you checking in, though, buddy. Good to hear from you. Let's see. I'm going to take this around just a little bit. I'm just so leery to try to do too much around the eye. That helped a little bit. So I'm trying to thin out the face a little bit on either side here as it goes down, because like my face is really round, but if you make them a little more slender and make the mustache pop out, it gives it a little more not really realism, because I'm not really carving like a real person. It's still more of a caricature, but I don't know, it just makes it look a little more what we consider a face should look like. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well, but that's what I'm doing anyway. If you guys really want to see somebody who can carve, Doug Linker is unbelievable, and I love watching Doug's videos because Doug Linker is kind of the Bob Ross of the carving world, in my opinion. He's got that very soothing sound to his voice, and so, not that they're boring, but they are good videos to watch when you're like getting ready for bed, because they're very soothing sounding. All right, we're getting there. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead, and one of the things you can do is take and cut some lines in. You want to see Sarah's pumpkin she's carving. Give me just a minute. She's doing some cleanup on it still. But if we take right through here, I don't know if it's... Oh, careful, don't fall. We take the Sharpie, I'll show you if it'll work a little bit. Kind of take and draw some... That's not really working. Some little lines on here. And we'll cut those out. And it'll kind of give the appearance of like hairs. So we'll take those and trim those out a little bit. I wish I could get in our set in such a way where you could kind of see what I was carving. But anyway, so we'll start kind of like right here, and we're not going to go real deep, but we'll make sort of a little sweeping curve like that, and then we'll take that little chunk out of it like that, and it'll kind of give it a little bit of, looks kind of like mustache hairs. I'll do a couple more of them and I'll show you. It's just little details like that though that kind of make it stand out and look a little better.
Can you move your drink?
Yep. Drink out of the way. Sarah can place her pumpkin.
Can't see the. It is not my best work.
Let's see. How does that? Oh, you know what we can do? Take it, find it. Ooh. Take it. Ooh, oh, okay. Like that. Where's that marker? Make an orientation mark
Look at you.
on here. That way,
You know where it goes.
I can set it down here. And that's the back. And if I did that right,
Put the light in there.
put the light down here. I should be able to. There we go. Let's see. See if I can hold it up where you can see it. It's a kitty cat.
It's a cat ghost.
It's a little kitty cat ghost. Very cool. At least one of us got something done. So I'll cut a couple more of these little pieces out of there. Give it some definition. I think I'll cut a few more of these little pieces and then we'll call it a live stream, and then you guys can look out on our Instagram for the finished up carving. If you don't follow us on Instagram, you should, because we do some fun stuff on there, and you can kind of see some of the stuff that's going on before it comes out into a video, or kind of some of the just pictures from the places that we camp or the things that we're doing. So and you should follow us because, like I said, Sarah and I are going to be doing some cool trips coming up here, and those will be fun. You guys will want to see that, I think. I can feel myself wanting to do the concentration tongue, where I'm trying to do the hold my tongue out the side of my mouth. So let's see. Well, it definitely is not the best I've ever done. Let's see. I'm gonna end too deep. Trying to be careful, but I can hear the owls hooting back out there. And the neighbor dog, of course. All right. Well, I think we're going to call it at that for right now. And then I'll have to finish the rest of it up at a little bit later. But that's my little wood spirit guy or spirit guy, whatever. I guess he wouldn't be a wood spirit. He's a pumpkin spirit guy. This is the spirit of pumpkins past.
Eeyore said that you're doing mighty good for having all those ghosts lurking behind you.
Yeah, it's a tense situation here. I appreciate it, buddy. I really do. I know it hasn't been the most exciting live stream, but I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and having a good time and just chatting, and hope you guys have a happy Halloween rest of the evening. Hope you only get treats and you don't get tricked. All right, I think I'm gonna call it at that. So, appreciate you guys watching. It was a learning experience. Keep an eye out for upcoming videos. If you haven't hit that notification bell, you need to ring that bell. We're gonna have some fun stuff coming up, like I said. We are doing, I have talked Sarah into doing a camping vacation. So it may be the only time I can get her to do it. She may never do it again, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. So be on the lookout for that. Let's see. Well, we've got the our vacation coming up. Then I've got a couple of other videos that I'm wanting to do with the Florida Bushcraft guys coming up, hopefully. And then we're going to be having a good time at HangCon coming up in January. So we should have a lot of good camping content coming up. So appreciate you guys watching. Keep a lookout for that stuff. And make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see. Ken said, sent you a pumpkin carving on Messenger. Don't show it here. Okay, for sure. It said, Sarah, it looks good. But I appreciate you guys watching. I've already held you for over an hour. So I think we're going to call it. Appreciate you watching. And we will see you next week. Thanks for watching.